What up, Broncos country? Welcome back to the channel. So the Broncos get the W in London, beating the Jacksonville Jaguars 21-17. Feels like it's been a while since we have been able to celebrate a win. So, yeah, congrats to us for finally freaking winning. Like I said, it's been like a month. And shout out to all the Broncos fans that got up and watched this entire game. Obviously, it was a very early game. I got up. I literally turned on the TV. There was 32 seconds until halftime. So I missed a lot of the first half. And we were trailing 10-7. So after that, did not really know what was going on until they kind of showed the highlights at halftime where the first drive that the Broncos had, Russell Wilson threw the ugly interception. Yeah, that was bad. The Jaguars, late in the first, they had put together a really nice drive, and Trevor Lawrence was able to get a touchdown. In the second quarter, that's kind of where it seems as if the momentum had changed for the Broncos. It could have been a lot worse than it was. They were on the goal line. They actually got a goal line stop. Justin Simmons, just an athletic interception, just with the hops, jumps up, grabs it. That kind of changed the momentum for the Broncos there. They were able to get a touchdown with Jerry Jeudy, it's good to see Jerry Jeudy get in the end zone because, like we saw last year, he didn't get in at all. So he's been getting in the end zone this season. And then, the Jaguars eventually tacked on a field goal. It was 10-7.5. But Jaguars start out the second half. Broncos defense does their thing. Broncos get the ball. And if I'm correct, it was Melvin Gordon who they handed it off to for the touchdown in the third quarter. So they actually score in the third quarter. It feels like they don't score in the third quarter a lot this season. But I was glad that there was not a lot of field goals for the Broncos. I don't even think they took a field goal in this game. Not even an attempt. They were scoring touchdowns. Even though they only had 3, it looks like the offense has improved a little bit. I mean, there's still a lot of inconsistency, but hey, they scored more than 20 freaking points. Okay, we don't see that a lot. But yeah, defense held the Jags to 0 points in the fourth quarter. Came down to the wire. About 5 minutes, 6 minutes left. The Jaguars went down, scored that touchdown. The running back for them, my God, he was going crazy in this game. I gotta look at his stats real quick. Travis Etienne, I don't even know, Etienne, I think that's it. Travis Etienne Jr., he had 24 carries, 156 yards. He averaged 6.5 yards a carry, and he did have a touchdown run. I believe that was the touchdown that they got in the fourth quarter. Yeah, it was. The dude balled out. He had a great game. Our defense they didn't have an answer for him. So you got to give credit where credit's due. Jaguars might have found their future running back because they traded Cam Robinson or James Robinson. One of them. But yeah, he freaking balled out. Other than that, not a lot of rushing going on for them. Trevor Lawrence, he was 18 for 31, 133 yards. He had the touchdown and 2 interceptions. This is kind of going towards the end of the game. Yeah, it was back and forth there at the end because the Jaguars took the lead 17-14. And the Broncos, talk about Russell Wilson has all these comeback drives. And I'm like, well, if you're going to put the stat out there, then can he do it? I mean, we've been hearing it all season. The Broncos have been in close games like this. And they haven't really went down and scored, for the comeback drive that they keep talking about. So I was sitting there, I was like, we'll see if he can do it this time. Sure enough, boom, KJ Hamler, he gets this big play, putting him in field goal range already. And after that, that's what we expected. That's the offense we expected to see this season. Right now, I feel like the offense is getting better, but it's still inconsistent. and a lot of hiccups, but, if they can just get it together and actually start sustaining drives, scoring touchdowns with that defense, they'd be a lot better of a team than they are right now. But maybe not this season. That might not happen this season. If they could get it for the next, that'd be nice. But we'll see. But yeah, anywho, they go down the field, and Latavius Murray, who the Broncos just picked up not too long ago, scores the eventually game-winning touchdown. And believe he was on the losing side in London with the Saints a couple weeks ago. So probably feels good for him to get a win down there. Then after that, first play, Jaguars throws an interception to Trevor Lawrence. One-armed Kwan Williams, I should say, because he had that cast on his left arm. And yeah, he got or maybe it was the right arm. I think it was the right arm. Yeah, he had the cast on there, but still got the interception, battling through the pain, injuries. Got to respect the dude for that, and he sealed the game for us. After that, the Broncos need one first down. They're able to get it. They're able to run the ball, get the first down, and then that was it. So pretty cool to get a win in London. The Broncos don't really go there that much, so yeah, it's cool to get a win in front of the fans there. A lot of Broncos country showed up in London, so that was awesome as well. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Greg Dulcich, 4th most receiving yards by a Bronco rookie, tight end in a single game. He has potential to be a really good tight end. I really like in the drafting of Greg Dulcich. A lot of fans were like, I don't know about this guy. He hasn't even stepped on the field yet. Is he going to step on the field? But, I think that they eased him into it, and he's been really good. He's been a big part of this offense. Who knows? Maybe this offense would have been a lot better to start out this year with Greg Dulcich, because he was one of the big-time players in this game. One of the drives, freaking Russell Wilson was going back to back to back to him and set him up to score. So, yeah, he did have the 4 catches, 87 yards, though. He averaged 21 yards per catch, so he did good. Jerry Jeudy also had a good game. 6 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown. KJ Hamler, 2 catches, 52 yards. Melvin Gordon, 3 catches, 23 yards. And then you had Cortland Sutton, pretty quiet game. He had a catch for 13 yards. Murray, same thing. Montreal Washington had a catch for a yard. Rushing, though, Broncos' rushing game wasn't that good in this game. Latavius Murray only had 14 carries, 46 yards. He had a touchdown. Melvin Gordon had 9 carries for 29 yards and a touchdown. Russell Wilson passing, 18 for 30, 252 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. It wasn't that good, but also wasn't that bad. It's pretty average if you ask me. Simmons with the interception on defense. Draymond Jones, he was big in this game. He had a sack. Nick Burrito, he had a sack as well. Quan Williams with the other interception. So, yeah, defense, they did their thing. They played good. Other than that, B-Mac was money from the extra point line every time. So, yeah, I'm glad the Broncos got this win, because going to 2-6, I don't know how this. I probably would be the worst start we've had since Peyton retired. 2-6. So I'm glad that they avoided the tragedy that could have happened. This win definitely saved the season. Even though they're 3-5, they have the bye week. Get some guys rested up, start getting healthy. I think they definitely need it. The thing that sucks is that the easy part of the schedule is done. We are now on to the hard part. And they do take on the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee after the bye week. That's going to be a really tough game for them. But if they're able to carry over this momentum and the offense gets better than it was in this game, defense keep doing what you're doing, then we might have a shot. And if we can win that game and, go on a win streak, maybe this season we can flip it around. You know, he's gotta be faithful. Anywho, let's look at the rest of the stats here. Guess we can go to the Jaguars receiving. 4 catches, 55 yards for Evan Ingram. He was the leading receiver. He had a touchdown. Oh, he caught the touchdown. Okay. And then their defense, they had the interception with Tyson Campbell. They had more sacks than we did. They actually had 3 sacks. Arden Key had a sack. Dwayne Smoot had a sack and a half. Trayvon Walker had a half a sack. And yeah, they had 1 field goal. Riley Patterson, he was 100%. 1 for 1. But yeah, so that for the stats. Before we call it here, let's read some other news about the Broncos. They're reportedly icing Russell Wilson's shoulder between drives because he has that lat tear. So hopefully that doesn't get worse. I think before we end the video here, though, let's look at some trade deadline moves to watch this week because, you know, trade deadline is coming up. I mean, I think it's this week. These are some Broncos that could be moved. So number 1 would be Alberto Guegabunum. Still don't want to pronounce his name. To the Green Bay Packers for a 6th-round pick. I actually like that prediction. I think that would be a good deal because you got Greg Dulcich. Alberto doesn't really get any playing time anymore. Might as well try and get some for him. He didn't really work out as we thought he would. Losing Noah Fant, thought Alberto could be the guy, but hasn't really worked out. Bradley Chubb, do not really want to trade him. They did win in London, so I don't see why we should. But maybe they're looking to the future, and I would not mind this. Bradley Chubb to the Arizona Cardinals for a 2023 1st and 3rd round pick. That would be a really good return for Bradley Chubb. If they took that, we actually might have to do that. 3, Jerry Jeudy to the New York Giants for a 2nd and a 4th round pick. I don't want to get rid of Jerry Jeudy. I think they should stick with the wide receivers. They're good weapons. And, I mean, a 2nd and 4th wouldn't be bad for Jerry Jeudy, but I don't really want to get rid of him. KJ Hamler to the Dallas Cowboys for a 4th and a 5th. I would say absolutely not because KJ Hamler's your speedster. You know, he's the guy he's the little guy, little short guy that's going to burn somebody and get down the field, get the big play, just like they did in this game when he got freaking beat his guy and gets that huge catch to set the Broncos up for that game-winning touchdown. Don't want to do that. Melvin Gordon to the LA Rams for Cam Akers. Honestly, I would do that in a heartbeat. Freaking Melvin Gordon for Cam Akers straight up. He doesn't want to be in LA. Melvin Gordon, he probably don't want to be a Bronco anymore because he's getting his playing time cut. I would not mind that. I would do that trade in a heartbeat. 6, Dalton Risner to the Buccaneers for a 2023 5th and a 2024 4th round pick. Our offensive line is already decimated. I like Dalton Risner. I think he has regressed. He's not as good as he was when we first drafted him. But I don't know. I think he's all right in the system he's in right now. But, you know, maybe they do this move. I don't see this move actually happening. But the offensive line right now, if they were to move on, would be Cam Fleming, Tom Compton at left guard. Yeah, Fleming left tackle, center. Lloyd Cushenberry, but he got hurt today, so I don't know. I felt like the offense actually played better when freaking Graham Glasnow stepped in and filled in the center. It looked like they were clicking after that. So maybe they make that change to the O-line. But on here it says Quinn Miernes. Right guard, Nate Moody. I like him a lot. And then right tackle, Billy Turner. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. We got the bye week. Got the trade deadline. So if anything happens, we will make sure that we get that posted. And I hope you all enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe for new. Other than that, stay safe, be good. Go Broncos. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.